Okay, we're on there.
We're on here.
Yeah, we're on here.
We're on there. We're on here. We're on there.
That's turning on. Can people hear me?
I don't know.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Like it's hard to tell because I can hear myself, but then like, whatever. All right. So let's go here. So let's hit this button here. Oh, and we're live.
We're live?
Okay, we're live.
You sure?
Nope.
We're not live. Oh, there we are.
There we are. Okay, now we're good.
I see it right there. Right there.
Hey, how's it going, Matt?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
right.
So Matt, welcome to New Hampshire Craft Beer Week.
This is epic. I've been waiting all year for this.
I know. It's this time last year we were here doing this again.
Right.
So.
Well, and if you remember 2 years ago, we were kind of sort of doing it, but like no one else was in here with us.
No one was here. No, it was just
Yeah.
pretty much us, and I think like Sarah. That's about it. So.
And Lisa might have been in the back.
Probably.
Yeah.
We had the keys. We locked up.
Yeah, she wouldn't leave us here alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we have a pretty exciting night.
Yes, exactly. We're pumped to be here. It is New Hampshire Craft Beer Week. For those who do not know, we have 7 breweries competing in tonight's competition.
We do. 7 breweries
from all over the state, which is pretty cool.
All over the state, mostly kind of in the middle, but all over the state.
But one from really far north.
Yeah, and one the other direction.
Yeah, west.
West.
Yeah, west.
The direction. Yeah.
West, yeah.
So
good. Well, do you want to kick over? Do you want to kick over to the deck?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that here.
Yes.
So here we go.
Okay. We go. Yes. So welcome everyone to. What are you doing there?
I'm just moving.
Oh, because it doesn't have to be in the camera anymore.
Yeah. No,
all right. So welcome to this. What month are we in? April. April virtual trivia, which is coinciding with New Hampshire Craft Beer Week. Which we're excited to have 7 New Hampshire breweries participating in tonight's competition. So the way we're going to work tonight is digital. So we've got people in different tap rooms around. We've got people playing from home. Some people from outside of the state.
Yes.
Yeah. I know for a fact.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is if you want to play tonight, you're going to need to go to crowd.live. And you're going to need to enter the code NH Craft Beer.
Yep, all one word.
All one word, and then it is going to ask for a team name or an alias of some kind, and then an email address.
Yep, entering all of that correctly.
Yep.
It's up to you as to what the answers are, but essentially pick your own nickname.
Yes.
Pick the team you want to be on. Those are going to be aligned to the brewery that you want to play for.
Yep.
This will be super important for them later on. For you, it just kind of shows like who you care most about today. And then you're going to go ahead and enter your email, so that way when you win, we can contact you and be like, hey, check it out, you won. So enter all that.
I do find it interesting. One team has entered the competition and has not picked a brewery, which I didn't think was possible.
Well, I think that they're just happy to be here.
Okay,
Matt.
all right.
So, yeah.
It is somebody who's. I wish they weren't out of black IPA. So I think they're kind of a lone wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So all right. So if you haven't already, go to crowd.live and enter in the code NH Craft Beer, all one word.
Yep.
And do what we just said. So.
All right, so for those of you who don't know us, my name is Matt, and my partner in crime is Mike, and we are Dolph Hoyt Presents. We're very excited to be here. We're actually broadcasting live from the Dolph Hoyt corner here inside the tap room at Great North Ale Works in Manchester, New Hampshire. They tuck us. We're not quite baby. They don't quite put us in a corner, but it's kind of sort of a corner. So we've just named it after ourselves.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I mean, like baby corner just didn't sound right, and dirty dancing.
It's taken.
Yeah, it's taken. Yeah.
We weren't interested in copyright infringement, so we went Dolph Hoyt corner. But we're pumped, and I know that they're playing at the at several of the other tap rooms tonight, which is very cool. We have a bit of a crowd here in person as well.
We do, for a change.
Mike's going to turn the camera around.
This will never work again.
Never work. Wow.
So
there it is.
So we actually have people here tonight, which is pretty exciting. Look at all those people. They're now very upset that they're on camera. They thought this was not going to be the case.
They did not dress to be on. Well, what happened there? Okay.
No,
we also, I should say that our camera for tonight is actually positioned on the trophy tonight. So we will. Here goes Mike. He's going around. Hold on. He's going to show you the trophy. Hold on one second.
We have this fancy trophy for the New Hampshire Craft Beer.
Down, lower. There it is. Look at that.
This is special for this event.
That's right. This is a special event. This is just for tonight's event only. The winning brewery will get to have this on display. Potentially for a year, although we hope to do something a little bit sooner than that.
Or, whenever one of us gets it out to there, and then they're saying, oh, thank you so much. Here, have a beer.
Right.
They'd be like, oh, I don't know about, no, I insist. Okay, if you insist, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that to Mike because he'll be there for 6 more weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of like reverse groundhog.
Reverse groundhog. All right,
so let's get to the rules.
Yes, let's get to the rules. So some of you have played with us before, some of you haven't, so let's go over the rules really quick.
Or do we want to say who's playing, or just go to the rules?
You tell me. You're controlling the deck, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do whatever you put on the screen.
Let's talk about who's playing real quick.
Let's talk about who's playing real quick. So we talked about 7 breweries playing. That's not this. Is that what you have? Okay, we got 7 breweries playing. We're very, very pumped to have From the Barrel, Two Share, Great North, Daydreaming, Branch and Blade. I keep saying that backwards in my head, so I apologize in advance if I say it wrong out loud.
It's fine. They'll cut you.
Okay, they'll cut me. Rockingham and Copper Pig are playing. Again, we've got a lot of folks here from Central New Hampshire, but some we've got from Northern New Hampshire, and which is Copper Pig, and Western New Hampshire, which is Branch and Blade.
Yes. So let's go ahead and real quickly just dive in on each of those who are playing. Up first, we have Copper Pig. Yep, that went the right way.
It's alphabetical, just in case you were wondering.
Okay, well,
I thought I'd make it easy on us and put it alphabetically today.
Well, that's a delight. A first. So, Copper Pig is up in Lancaster, New Hampshire, off of 1 Middle Street. They are open Thursdays from 12 to 8:30, Friday and Saturday from 11:30 to 8:30, and Sunday from 8 to 2.
I will say that Copper Pig is the only one open to a 30. Everyone else closes on the hour.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have it's Lancaster time zone. So,
correct. It's true. Up north, it's
only on Thursdays. It's a half an hour. So, all right.
All right. So Branch and Blade is out in Keene, New Hampshire. They're at 17. Is that Bracco Street?
Bracco or Bradco.
I'm just gonna say that. But they're open on Thursday from 4 to 8, Friday from 2 to 9, Saturday from 12 to 9, and then Sunday from 12 to 7.
All right, and next we have our friends, some of our friends over in Derry, Daydreaming.
Yeah, Mike, we have more friends than just one.
Just one, yeah. We have more friends, and they're not just from Canada. They are in Derry at East Broadway. They're at a half street, 1.5 East Broadway.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but we're gonna roll with it.
So there's a train station there, and they just kind of go, yeah.
Okay.
It's a magical place.
So I've been there. I didn't realize it was a half.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
They are open Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 7, and then Saturdays from 1 to 7. And then who else we got here, Matt?
So next up, are also in Derry are our other friends at From the Barrel. They're at 1 Corporate Park Drive, and they're at number 16. Don't confuse that with number 1 because you'll walk into the wrong place. It's number 16. But their tap room is open Thursday and Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday from 2 to 8, and then Sunday from 1 to 8.
And then right where we're playing tonight is Great North. They are here in Manchester, New Hampshire, at Holt Ave, 1050 Holt Ave,
right.
Number 14. They are on the far end of the space.
Drive past the bingo parlor.
Yes, you'll know the bingo parlor because you'll stop and get super mad at all the people who are stopping to let out the grandma who's going to walk in real slowly and then back their car. And you're like, come on, Carl, stop it. Just let us go.
Right.
And then you're going to find some beer.
You will. So, keep going.
They are open Thursday and Friday from 3 to 7, Saturday 1 to 7, and Sunday 1 to 5, except for this Sunday because they're closed.
They're closed for Easter. That's
right. Up next. Hey.
Next to Rockingham. So again, remember before where I made the comment about be careful not to go into number 1?
Yeah, you're still
unless you want to go to Rockingham, then go to number 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 1. Don't go to number 16 because that would be the wrong one. So you want to go to number 1
place. You get beer in both places.
Also in Derry. The tap room Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday 2 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6.
Okay. So that's the wrong button.
One more. We got one more. It's alphabetical, Mike.
There it is. Okay. One more. We have Two Share. They're also here in Manchester.
You got Rockingham on the screen.
Come on, guys.
Your screens are all off, Mike.
I don't know, man. Two Share. They are at 720 Union Street here in Manchester. You'll notice them because they are next to a laundromat.
And a bike shop?
And a bike shop, yeah. They are open Thursday and Friday from 4 to 9, Saturdays 1 to 9, and Sundays 1 to 7. So Two Share Brewing in Manchester.
I love it. All right, that's us. That's us 7 that are playing. That's a lot. That's almost twice as many as we've had play before. So I know Mike has shown a live video of the trophy, but let's show some pictures.
For those of you who couldn't follow my unsteady handycam work.
So that's it. So this is the trophy. Yep. This is what's up for grabs tonight. This is the trophy that will be. It's the Cuvée de Prestige trophy. It'll be going to the brewery that wins tonight. We'll get to display this.
Yes. And then when people walk up to it and they take a look at me like, what is the Champagne de Louis Cup?
That's right.
They'll be like, oh, that's not right.
Yep.
That's not right.
That's right.
It's the Cuvée de Prestige.
So Mike and I were kicking around all day long with what do we call this thing? We came up with no good ideas.
So we just kind of went with
what's on the cup, but this will be a roving name, if you will, to the winning teams.
However you think it's pronounced. All right. Well, hey, should we talk about the rules?
Yes.
All right,
now we can talk about the rules.
Let's talk about some rules.
All right.
Buckle up, kids.
So real quick, again, for those who want to play, we want you to go to crowd.live. We want you to enter the code NHCraftBeer.
All one word.
Yep. And you're going to put in a team name. You're going to put in an email. And we're going to get asked which of the breweries, those 7 breweries you just mentioned, which one you want to play for.
Yes. Pick one of those 7.
Yep.
Not the 8th one that's not there. And you'll be good to go.
That's right.
Yep. And so and we'll say this now, and we'll bring it up again a little bit later. Our stream, for everyone who's not in Great North, is on a slight delay.
Now, by slight, we mean really slight.
Like, we're talking maybe between 5 to 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Something must be going on in the Googleverse.
Yeah, they must have poured a beer in there or something. But anyways, so if you want to do well tonight, you want to go ahead and you want to focus on the device that you're playing on. Because that will be in real time.
That's right.
If you want to listen to our unfunny, not hilarious banter, pay attention to the stream and then just kind of play it at your own will.
So if you're playing on one device and you're listening on that same device, I would say put the game in the front and put our stream in the back.
Yep.
And just play from the game screen.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. So let's talk about some actual rules.
You keep teasing these rules.
I know. Well, here they are, man.
All right. So tonight we're gonna have 20 questions. The vast majority are multiple choice. There are a couple of short answer ones. The way it's going to work is that you will have 30 seconds to answer the question, and you will have 150 possible points for a correct answer.
Yes, we will start the timer after we read the question.
Correct.
So that delay will give you a little bit more time.
A little bit.
To kind of grasp what's going on there.
But the way it's going to work is that once that timer starts and the 30 seconds starts to count down, so will the points.
Yes, so answer as quickly as you can and accurately as you can.
Correct.
So you get those points.
Fast, correct answers are the best.
Yes.
Slow, correct answers are second best.
No
Wrong answers suck.
Yeah, and no answer. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Just come on.
Yep.
Come on. All right. So that's the gist.
That's the gist. So 20 questions, 30 seconds to answer. You'll have 150 possible points, but as that timer counts down, the points will count down. We will stop, at each quarter. So after question 5, 10, and 15, just to sort of show where people are, give people a sense of where we're at.
Yep. And then does the screen still shift?
I haven't decided this idea.
No. So the screen may shift. So
the way it worked before, and I don't know if it still does, is when I hit the timer, when I had to start the timer, the answer key may shift. So say it's A, B, C, D.
Yep, which it will be.
It will be. On the multiple choice.
Yes.
When the timer starts, everything shifts about 5 pixels on your screen.
Yeah. So when you're finger jamming on A, because you know that's the right answer, it may shift to B. So just be aware of that going into it, so that you don't
take a moment to make sure that the screen doesn't shift on yourself.
And so now that you know this, it's not our fault. Any concerns or complaints, go ahead and shoot an email over to Andy@daydreamingbrewing.com. He will happily answer your questions, hopefully with polite answers. And are we ready?
Right. Yep. So again, if you go to the next screen, we would love, because you're not all together for this, so we'd love for you to be able to post some pictures on social media of you playing. So again, on Facebook, we've got Dolph Hoyt and Branch and Blade, Copper Pig, Daydreaming, From the Barrel, Great North, Rockingham, and Two Share. Those are all on Facebook. Not everybody's on Instagram, so check out Branch and Blade, Daydreaming, or From the Barrel, Great North, Two Share, and Rockingham on Instagram. But post picture, tag New Hampshire Craft Beer Week, tag the brewery that you're playing with. Just let us know that you're out there, because that makes us all feel like we're in one gigantic place.
One spot. Yeah,
that's right.
So Dolph Hoyt, we're not on Instagram.
Nope.
But we are on one of the most prestigious of social media networks
for professional trivia players.
For professional trivia players, and clearly the Brewing Association is LinkedIn. So
LinkedIn.
Find us there. You'll be one of 7 people.
Yep. Feel free to tag us if you want.
We post updates once every 3 years.
Yeah. So this is an off year.
So in about 2024, get ready for a cool update. All right. So once again,
crowd.live. Enter the code NHCraftBeer. You're going to need a name, an email, and you're going to need to pick which brewery you're playing for. But after that, it is go time.
It is going to be Go City.
Okay, Go City. So we're up to 70 teams playing. Just pretty cool.
70 people.
70 people are playing. Some are teams, some are individuals, but they're playing for 7 breweries that they had to pick from. So that's cool. So 70 is where we're at. I remember I did right before we came on. I asked Lisa here in the tap room if I should shuffle the questions. She said yes. I shuffled the questions. The first question is gonna maybe be hard for some people.
Yep.
So I apologize in advance.
All right. So for those of you who are now joining us, you can still go to crowd.live/NH Craft Beer.
NH Craft Beer. You got it.
And you'll be good. Or you can scan the QR code.
That's right.
So now it's even easier as long as you know how to use a QR code.
Easier is in question quotes.
Well,
in quotes, easier.
You know, I mean.
I'm gonna hit the button to play so the QR code goes away.
All right.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready, Matt.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. 3,
here we go.
2, 1.
All right. Oh, hold on. I gotta hit another button. There it is.
Here we go.
All right. Question 1. Who wrote the Pulitzer Prize-winning play "Cat on a Hot Tin Roof"?
That is not the same question I got.
What?
All right, so the question I got for everyone else who's playing is where was the first WrestleMania held in March 1985?
What happened there? All right, I'm going to have to read from your screen. Right. You got to start the timer. Try now. This is weird. Mike and I are having, literally on one single platform, Mike and I are having 2 different experiences somehow. Right, yeah, so Lisa made us shuffle them.
All right, that's so right. I don't really know what's going on anymore.
All right, so the question is, I'm going to read off of your screen. Where was the first WrestleMania held in March of 19... Yeah. What is happening, Michael? Do you need to hit... Mike, do you need to hit refresh on your screen?
Let's see what happens when we do this.
Hit refresh on your screen. No, not that one. Hit refresh on the app.crowdper one.
No, look at that.
No?
No.
Wow.
All right. Well, that's a first for everyone. So
this is,
All right. Well, this is.
Hey, aren't you in technical support?
Yeah, man. This is great. So.
All right. So people know like a question that's coming up because I started to read it.
All right. So I don't know what to tell you on this one. Let's go to question 2.
No, I don't know if we can.
All right.
Because some people have one question, some people have another question.
Okay. Well,
which is really strange.
Did anyone have that question?
Did anyone get the?
Hold on. We're asking our tap room here.
No one has the WrestleMania in here. Awesome.
All right, so I'm good.
All right.
Everyone else had the other one, right? That I started to read. Might cut me off. Very rudely cut me off. Everybody, witness.
They're getting both
in their brewery.
That is awesome.
Wow.
That is super awesome.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop the feed for a minute. So the game is paused. What do you want to do here, buddy?
That's a great question.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess...
What if you hit refresh now? What happens? Oh. I might know. Go down here. Yeah, go to 1.
Yeah. Oh, we have 2 1s.
I'm telling you, something's funky going on with yours.
Well, that's awesome.
Well, we're having wonderful technical difficulties. You're still on full display. Do you want to stop the stream for a minute?
What's coming up there?
Well, I'm seeing like you're on Google.
No, it's fine, man. That's where all the cool kids are. All right, so let's go ahead.
Now what am I seeing?
Let's go ahead and turn this over to here real quick. So that way you've been warned, everyone, that you should be on this.
Okay, hold on. Mike's going all the way back in. All right, so I see you've been warned.
Okay, so now we're at the right question here.
You got the right question there?
Yep. So we're gonna go to the projector view here.
Okay. So were you the only one with the wrong question? Or no? So there were some people see both. So I have the game paused. We can do that again really quick.
Give me a second.
I think. Well, then Mike is like frantically. He's actually clicking correct things. It's wild to watch him go that fast. But hold on one second. Well, you good? We've done this several times, and by several I mean like probably almost 100 times, probably. And that's a first. That's a first. Of course, it's New Hampshire Craft Beer Week. That it's the
first. So for our friends at Branch and Blade and Copper Pig, this is a
This never happens.
This is a fun experience.
This never happens.
Oh, you know what? I also closed the other thing, so let's go to.
What? Okay. Don't. We got time, buddy.
No, it's cool.
Everybody's good.
All right, we're okay. So
This is where we play the Jeopardy music. If
yeah,
we
so
had it.
this is where we're gonna throw up that logo there, so that way everyone's like technical difficulties. Oh, that's cool, man. So, all right.
We need to create. We officially need to create a technical difficulty screen.
Yeah. Why is it not showing the right screen now?
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Is that the right screen?
Yeah. All right.
Mike has broken out in a profuse sweat for those of you who are at home. I'm very close. Mike was he's wearing a mask today. You may have noticed that on the screen earlier.
Thanks, Matt.
He might have been in close proximity to someone who tested positive for COVID. So I made him put on a mask because
Appreciate you sharing that.
I didn't. Well, I mean, they were going to ask. I don't have one. You have one.
I was just going to let it die.
I mean, there's no wrong answer these days. BA2 is no joke. I do find it interesting. So normally when we do in-person trivia, we tell everybody to put their phones away. So it's really kind of freaky for me to like look out here in the brewery at Great North and notice everyone has their phones out because I'm like, oh, because then everyone's cheating. Thank you, Joe. Because a normal trivia, in-person trivia, that would officially be cheating. So, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. The stream is good to go. In here's not.
Okay, that's okay. We can fill time. All right, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm not touching the shuffle. Real quick question to the people here in the Great North Tap Room: Who had the WrestleMania question on their screens, their play screens? Okay, who had the other question? Okay, so it seems like all right. So it seems like it actually we might. All right. Mike is going to take a long swig of beer.
Well, Matt, that was sucking.
All right. You feeling good, Mike? Oh, yeah, he's good. He's going to pound that out. He's going to pound that beer.
All right, let's do it.
We ready to go?
Let's rock this bitch.
All right, I'm going to hit play on the thing again.
All right, let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. There it is.
One more time.
One more time for old time's sake. So we're going to start who wrote the Pulitzer Prize winning play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof? Was it A, Arthur Miller, B, Harold Pinter, C, Oscar Wilde, or D, Tennessee Williams? Mike, you have anything to say about this?
Well, Matt, this is a question that I think a lot of people might have seen before.
Yeah, this is definitely something I think people are familiar with.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good times, really.
Good times.
So
Yeah,
I
good.
don't really have a thought on this one.
Well, I love. So I like everything was going so smoothly.
So good. It was so good.
smoothly.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we got. Because again, I think people have had a chance to maybe contemplate this previously. But
I might have pondered it a little.
Might have pondered this first. So who wrote the Pulitzer Prize winning play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof? So we've got 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D. So you want to pop up percentages for where people are. So most people thought the correct answer was D, Tennessee Williams. Mm-hmm. And everything else single digits. So I'd say there's a pretty heavy skew.
We have a lot of Tennessee Williams fans.
We
it
do.
Seems like, yeah.
And that's good because Tennessee Williams is in fact the correct answer.
Oh, what a
yes,
delight!
What a delight!
A delight for sure.
Yep. So Cat on a Hot Tin Roof won the Pulitzer Prize for drama in 1955.
Just like what just happened here.
Just like what happened here.
Man,
there was also a 1958 film adaptation.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think that won anything.
That must be what this image is from.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, it didn't win anything, but Paul Newman and Elizabeth Taylor were nominated for Oscars for that. So there you go.
I did not know that.
There you go. Now you do, Mike. Now you do.
All right.
All right, moving on to question 2. What MTV sketch show featured the comedic minds behind 2001, I'll say it that way, cult comedy Wet Hot American Summer? Was it The Boys, The Gang, The Kids, or The State?
Did you see that Kids in the Hall season 6 is coming back?
It is coming back, and I did see it, and I cannot wait for it.
That'll be very exciting. And the answer to this question is a show that I watched a lot of.
I knew the moment I saw this question, I'm like, this is awesome. Mike's going to know this in an instant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking of Blueberry, in the kids show that he wanted to host. I'm thinking of Sick and Balls. And
so the part that blew me away about this, and I didn't know, Wet Hot American Summer was in fact the feature film debut of Bradley Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah. So stew on that for a minute.
Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, Oscar winner Bradley Cooper, right? So anyway, all right. So what do we got for percentages? Because I feel like this one wasn't quite as runaway as I thought it might be.
No, not as much. Not as much. I mean, we definitely. Some people thought the kids. They probably were thinking maybe that's short for Kids in the Hall.
Maybe, yeah, because you did immediately go to Kids in the Hall.
Yeah. But the answer, in fact, is The State, which was the most ridiculous show ever. With so many fantastic sketches that you'll never see ever again on TV.
But it's also interesting, The State, and then Wet Hot American Summer, and then the famous, the people who are now wildly famous, it's wild.
I want to say Upright Citizens Brigade was either lead into The State or was from that
offshoot,
as well.
Something to that effect.
So this ultimately led to Parks and Rec as well. So
correct. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. All right. So the correct answer is The State. We had 56% of the people playing, so 38 people got that one correct. So congratulations. Moving on to question 3. Question 3, which food is not listed on the official audience participation prop list for screenings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Is it rice, cheese, toast, or hot dogs? I would get this wrong 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, well,
that's not true. I'd get it wrong 3 times out of 4.
Well, 17-year-old me would have got this in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Now I could not tell you. So
have you forgotten it, or have you just not seen it?
A little bit of a blackout on that one, but yeah. So
okay, so again, our options are rice, cheese, toast, or hot dogs.
So I'm trying to think, is there anywhere in New Hampshire that still shows this? I know, I think out in Portsmouth, you could do there's a live performance viewing of Rocky Horror around Halloween.
Right.
But is there anywhere else?
I don't know.
Maybe Red River? I don't know.
Yeah, probably Red River.
Yeah.
Probably Red River. All right, so which food is not listed on the official audience participation prop list for screenings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? This looks like a bit of a 2-horse race, Mike, this one here.
Yeah, kind of a toss-up between hot dogs and cheese.
Hot dogs and cheese. So according to RockyHorror.com, fans should expect to bring rice, toast, and hot dogs, and a variety of other non-edible items for true audience participation. But cheese is not listed on the list.
No, it's not.
No, it is not. That was a nice pause, the dramatic pause.
Everything's messing up over here again. So.
All right. Moving on to question 4. Since 1947, visitors to Wikiwacky Springs State Park in Florida have been treated to live shows by professional blank. And our options are dragon slayers, fairies, mermaids, or unicorns. And this is real. 90 participants believed it was mermaids, and that is the part that troubles me. Did people actually know and have been and witnessed these professional swimmers in mermaid tails and fanciful outfits, or is it just that obvious of a guess? TikTok? Probably. Well, the correct answer for the 64 people who guessed it was, in fact, thank you, Mike, for doing that, was in fact mermaids. Apologies to the 3 people who guessed something else. No one, and I mean no one, guessed unicorns, which is sad.
It's very sad.
Sad for the unicorns. All right, because again, you should be paying attention to your app, not necessarily the screen, the stream, which is a little weird right now. But we're gonna move on to question 5. For over 4 decades, what U.S. government agency has employed chemical specialist George Aldrich as its chief sniffer? Our options are the CIA, the FBI, Homeland Security, or NASA. And this, again, like the mermaid question before, is real. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that it's we imagine you go to a party and be like, oh, what do you do? Smell things.
I smell things.
Yeah. It's well, I do too, but I don't get paid for it.
I know, well, I think what you'd say, not necessarily that you smell things, you'd probably lead with, I work for the CIA, FBI, Homeland Security, or NASA.
Well, I mean,
and they're like, oh, what do you do there? I sniff things.
Yeah, and then it's you're full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. All right.
We good? Where are we at on the timer?
We are good.
All right. So again, for over 4 decades, what U.S. government agency has employed chemical specialist George Aldrich as its chief sniffer? Our options, actually, this is pretty equal. Can you throw up the percentages on this, Mike?
Yeah.
We have a pretty equal distribution between CIA, FBI, Homeland Security, and NASA. But the correct answer is, in fact, answer D, NASA. That's right. He's nicknamed Nostradamus. And he's responsible for smelling every item that NASA sends into space, and this is to protect astronauts from obnoxious smells.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
somebody's looking out for him. Just saying.
That's good. Well, hey, this has been a super fun first quarter.
I can tell by the amount that your brow is sweat.
Which is funny because it's not that bad. Should we go ahead and check out some scores?
We really should check out some
All right,
scores.
so let's take a look at the individuals first. Shall we?
Individuals first. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna take a look here. All right, so this is our first chance to see our individual players here. Up in first, we have Bungalow Brain.
All right, I will point out that we have six players who have gotten 5 of the answers correct.
Nice.
So they're
Very
5
nice.
for 5. Six players are 5 for 5. But the interesting part is they all have different scores because it has taken them different time to answer. So again, the longer it takes you to answer, the fewer points you're going to get. It's a great example of what's going on here.
Yeah.
So, but if I scroll all the way down, let's see. We only have one team, one player who doesn't have any points yet. So that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I like where we're at.
Good job, everyone.
Good job, everyone. That Mike doesn't give out praise like that very
I
easily.
really don't. I'm pretty much just like, come on, guys, you can do better than that. So,
But yeah,
all right.
Bungalow Brain and Dane in second, and something to nosh on in third place.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at how our breweries are stacking up.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right, so as we go into this, just a reminder, this is essentially the average score of all players for the breweries.
So any player who's playing for the brewery gets their score averaged together, and then the ultimate score at the side is what comes out. And if we look now, we have Rockingham in first place.
Oh, well done to you guys.
With 453 points. From the Barrel in second with 394, and just like fractionally behind is Great North with 391. Here it is. So again, we're loving it. We got it here. But again, so now everybody's got a quarter under their belts. Yep. They feel a little more natural about this.
Yep, everyone's lived through some pretty traumatic stuff here today.
They
have.
You
You should be okay for the rest of the game. So
good.
But this is also still anyone's game, really.
That's true.
When it comes to the breweries, probably the individuals as well. So.
Well, let's kick back into the game.
All right.
We'll move on to question 6. What number is represented by the Greek prefix hepta? So what number is represented by the Greek prefix hepta? And we're looking for you're going to actually need to type this one on your keyboard.
And so we're looking for an actual number.
We're looking for a number.
A numeral.
Yeah, a numeral.
Yeah,
That's right. Not a Roman numeral, but a numeral.
I guess you could try to spell it out, but it's probably going to tell you no.
Yeah. Yep. So again, what number is represented by the Greek prefix hepta? Not HEPA like a HEPA filter, but hepta.
Now that's something completely different.
Something completely different. That's right. All right. So do you want to run through those, Mike, really quick?
Yeah,
just to make sure.
Take a look at those numbers here. Those are numbers.
Those are numbers.
So, yep.
Some people went really big on this. Like somebody said 98.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have some 98s up. We have a 98.
98.
Up there, as high as 80.
Yep. But 80% of the people. So the vast majority of people thought the answer was 7. And those are people who know their Greek their Greek prefixes, because that was in fact the correct answer. Hepta is 7.
Yes.
Yes. So you would probably know that from dice.
Sure.
Right? You would know or no?
No.
Okay. There's no 7-sided die.
They're usually more even numbered. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Moving on to question 7. Which brand of fruit candy was originally started as an ice cream shop in Golden, Colorado in 1949? Our options are Starburst, Skittles, Now and Later, and Jolly Rancher. Should be noted, New Hampshire Craft Beer Week, Golden, Colorado, Coors Beer.
Oh boy.
Right?
There it
Not
is.
craft.
Nor is it in New Hampshire.
No, but I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm trying to make the connection.
No, I got it.
You're killing me.
No, yeah, you got it. You're good.
So again, which brand of fruit candy was originally started as an ice cream shop in Golden, Colorado in 1949? Starburst, Skittles, Now and Later, or Jolly Rancher?
All right.
We good on
Yeah,
time?
we're good. Yeah, we're good.
It seems like some people were guessing on this one. If I'm being honest,
Think so?
I do. I mean,
there's a little spread out
there's
there.
one
Yeah.
favorite. So the bulk of people think it's Jolly Rancher, but 49%. Not like less than 50. So Jolly Rancher is in fact the correct answer. And as an ice cream shop named to evoke the friendly Western image, began making their signature hard candies to help them during the lean winter months.
Yes, the old Jolly Rancher. Yeah.
So what's going to happen in Colorado is a lot of people don't want ice cream in the middle of winter.
No,
so,
apparently not.
trust-
Apparently that was a poor business decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's did okay in Vermont. So, all right, question 8. Who was voted People Magazine's sexiest man alive in 2021? So that was last year. Your options are Blake Shelton, Chris Hemsworth, Idris Elba, or Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
The never aging Paul Rudd.
No, never has aged one day.
No. Not since Clueless has Paul Rudd aged.
Or like that one time when he was in a wheelchair going down a mountain, and then his sister came chasing after him, and he flew off the mountain into the lake.
I don't think that was him.
No, you don't think so?
No. I think that was just a clip he used to show.
Oh, it's like I'm pretty sure that's like one of his like most well-known movies.
So who was voted People Magazine's sexiest man alive in 2021? Blake Shelton, Chris Hemsworth, Idris Elba, or Paul Rudd? I would say the vast majority of people seem to think it was Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd is just sexy always, not just in 2021.
He's very much a delight.
A delight.
So, yeah.
But not. You don't think he's sexy? Or just a delight?
I mean, like we'll just go. We'll start.
Okay.
We'll start
All right.
with
Fair enough.
delight. Yeah.
But the correct answer is in fact Paul Rudd.
Yep.
Paul Rudd. Yeah. He was in Sexiest Man 2021.
I think this was a surprise to everyone except for Paul Rudd. And he was very much like, oh yeah, totally.
But interestingly, though, the previous holders were in fact Blake Shelton, Chris Hemsworth, and Idris Elba. So prior, so those were winners, just not in 2021. So if you guessed those, you weren't wrong, but you weren't
just
right.
weren't right either.
Correct. Yes. Correct. All right. Question 9. What young adult series lifted its main characters from the short-lived Disney Channel sitcom Good Morning, Miss Bliss? Was it Head of the Class, Saved by the Bell, My So-Called Life, or Boy Meets World?
I have thoughts on this one.
Let's hear it, Mike.
Well, I can't because it would
let's hear your thoughts.
It would give answers.
All right,
away.
so of these 4 shows, what did you watch them all?
Yeah, and I actually did know the answer to this one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, how can you not watch Head of the Class? I mean, like that's like one of those shows like where it has like was it Johnny from WKRP when he like got out of like when he got out of radio broadcast, he went to go be a teacher at high school.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
the answer here is technically this was more of a retooling than a spin-off. But it, again, almost 70% of the people thought it was Saved by the Bell. But it was in fact Saved by the Bell, and it took most of the characters from Good Morning, Miss Bliss. It's literally just like, okay, Good Morning, Miss Bliss didn't work. We'll just make it something different.
Which I don't really.
We'll have it be student focused instead of teacher focused or something.
And somehow that worked.
Okay.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I was like looking at this list and like seeing like My So-Called Life on there. It's like, who would have approved that as a Disney show?
Correct. Well, Miss Bliss was a Disney show.
Yes, I know that.
This other one was not.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that was you gotta pay attention to the question.
Like, you take like Jared Leto from like a Disney show and put him into.
Because if everyone was on this Wi-Fi, we could bring down the Wi-Fi. That's another thing to think about. All right. We're back up. I'm back up here on the stream. Are you guys back up on your app?
I am now.
Okay. Means you got it wrong?
No, I do.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, I'm losing anyway. There you go.
Hopefully the brewery you're playing for is like,
Well, apologies. Yeah, we're back up.
Okay, we're back up.
Apologies to our friends outside the brewery.
I know.
We're having some network connectivity issues.
All kinds of problems here. We'll have to complain to Andy at Daydreaming?
Yeah, okay. He'll appreciate these calls. So.
All right, so it's halftime, Mike. It means we got to check out some scores.
Okay, let's do it. So let's go ahead and check out the individuals first.
Okay.
Up first, we have Upright Dog in first, with Bungalow Brain second, and Dane in third.
Okay.
Sarah in fourth place. Good job there.
So Sarah and Victoria both with 10 correct answers, so 10 for 10, but not the top spot, which is interesting.
I'm so sweaty in 20.
Is that you?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Not yet. So.
Okay. I'm going down to the bottom. Oh, nice. Every team is now on the board. So there's nobody who hasn't gotten any correct, which is very cool.
Awesome.
That's all you have to say about that?
That's all I got. Yeah, just keep. Yeah. So,
Okay.
You're
loving the tech
Yeah.
issues. All right, so let's kick over and check out team rankings. We have a change at the top, everybody. We have a change at the top. Rockingham is now at the top with 967 points. From the Barrel, second place with 923. Daydreaming has jumped into third, potentially due to the network problems here at the tap room at Great North. But Daydreaming third place, 878. Great North 4, Copper Pig 5, and 2 Share 6. So again, those are average scores. So even if a team has like 1 or 2 people playing versus 20 or 30 people playing, it doesn't matter. It'll average them out.
All averages out, so
right.
long as everyone does extremely well right away. So.
That's right. That's right. All right. You good?
We're good.
You breathing over there?
I'm doing okay.
I'm worried about you breathing over there.
I appreciate it, man. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, moving on to question 11. So everybody should go back to their apps. The 2018 novel Where the Blank Sing spent a combined 32 weeks atop the New York Times fiction bestsellers list in 2019 and 2020. We are looking for what the blank is. Where the blank sing, is it where the angels sing, where the blackbirds sing, where the crawdads sing, or where the devils sing?
That's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of words. Apologies for all the words. And as a non-book reader, I have no idea.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I've never heard of these books, so
Correct.
I feel kind of dumb in that respect. But I mean, they should have chose like Brandon Sanderson or something like that instead. So
Dr. Seuss.
yeah, go with something I know. So
Malcolm Gladwell, you're still connecting, coming together.
I got nothing
Okay.
over there. Yeah.
Okay. So again, it's the 2018 novel Where the Blank Sing spent a combined 32 weeks atop the New York Times fiction bestsellers list in 2019 and 2020. We were looking for, was it angels, blackbirds, crawdads, or devils? It seems the vast majority of people thought it was crawdads. The vast majority of people were in fact correct. It was in fact crawdads. No one thought it was devils, and I don't know why, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, this book was the #1 on Amazon's 2019 list for most sold books of fiction.
Oh,
Yeah,
so good for them.
You know, you got that going for you.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad thing to be.
Question 12. What month heralds the start of spring in the Southern Hemisphere? Is it April, May, September, or October?
Yeah.
So again,
These are all nice months.
what month heralds the start of spring in the Southern Hemisphere?
Yeah, I mean like that's.
I would get this one quick, and I would get it correct.
Okay, well that's great.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I think I would figure this out pretty quick because it makes sense, I guess.
But you'd have to think about it.
I have to think about it
You'd
for a
probably
little
eat
bit.
up, what, 5, 6, 7 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
So you'd end up, instead of 150 points, you'd be, what, 110?
120 or so.
105?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So
But most importantly, you'd get it correct.
I would have gotten it right.
That's right. That's right. So again, what month heralds the start of spring in the Southern Hemisphere? Our options were April, May, September, or October. Again, the vast majority of people thought is C, September, and C, September is in fact the correct answer. So congratulations. So it's the opposite of where we are here in New Hampshire.
Yes.
So we start in March. They start in September.
Yep, makes sense.
It's mirror image.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Toilet bowls run backwards. Might as well have the months reversed.
I was near the equator recently, and it's always the same.
Oh,
It's really interesting.
it's always
That's right.
March.
That's right.
Okay.
It's like always June.
Yeah.
It's probably more accurate. All right, lucky question number 13. A theme park for what popular English cartoon character opened near Legoland, Florida in February 2022? Was it Paddington Bear, Peppa Pig, Willy Wonka, or Winnie the Pooh? So it opened in February 2022 near Legoland in Florida. Was it Paddington Bear, Peppa Pig, Willy Wonka, or Winnie the Pooh?
I did not know this was even a
Mike,
thing. Like,
Mike
this
is shrugging. He would have no idea.
I mean, this is kind of surprising. I kind of want it to be Paddington Bear. I hope it is.
Yeah.
I haven't actually looked at the answers for this one yet.
Yeah, I would have gotten this one right because of other people in my life. I have never seen
Your wife?
no, like other people's children. I guess is what I would say. So again, Paddington, Peppa, Willy Wonka, or Winnie the Pooh are our options. It seems Peppa the Pig is the big guess winner here. Paddington, who Mike's official vote of Paddington coming in second. The correct answer is in fact Peppa Pig. So the Peppa Pig theme park opened in February 2022. And I guess Mike and Becca will be taking a trip down there sometime soon.
I guess we are.
There it is.
As soon as we watch about 1,000 hours of Peppa Pig.
Next time you get back into the office, sit down with Janelle and ask about Peppa Pig.
I look forward to that conversation. I'm sure it will go very well.
All right, here we go. 2014.
Yeah, here we are.
Question 14. Where was the first WrestleMania held in March 1985? Was it the LA Coliseum, Madison Square Garden, the Louisiana Superdome, or the Astrodome, which I will give everybody a hint that is in Houston?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not just a clever name.
No, the Astrodome is now where Joel Osteen does his Sunday service.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they took an actual major sports arena and turned it into a church.
Oh,
Welcome to Texas.
well, that sounds about right.
That's right. So the LA Coliseum, Madison Square Garden, the Superdome, or the Astrodome is where the first WrestleMania was held in March 1985, which, until I saw this picture, I forgot Mr. T was a part of WrestleMania.
Yeah. It was like
so
one
awesome.
and done kind of thing. Yeah. So
I can't tell if we have wrestling fans here or just people who took a wild guess, but most people thought it was Madison Square Garden, and those people were correct. It was, in fact, Madison Square Garden. And it was, as of the time, the largest pay-per-view event in the world.
Yeah.
So
this image that we're using here, this is like the most friendliest I've ever seen Hulk Hogan. Like he just like looks like jolly and like jovial. Like he actually like looks like he doesn't have like $14 million of debt and like a daughter who like stole his ski boat or something like that.
Yeah, and like a bad sex tape out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so our last question here of the third quarter is question 15. Which theme park introduced Doritos in the early 1960s as a way to use up plain tortillas? Was it Universal Studios, Six Flags, Disneyland, or Busch Gardens? I love that this is how it started. I had no idea that Doritos had an origin story.
I would have guessed Madison Square Garden.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, WrestleMania. Like they decided they can't throw the chips at Mr. T, so let's go ahead and make them into a cheesy treat.
So this theme park used Doritos, created Doritos as a way to use up plain tortillas, which I think is genius.
Yeah,
is genius.
fantastically.
That's right. So this is an interesting one where I can't say there's a clear favorite.
No.
So if we look. So most people think it was Busch Gardens,
which is basically Madison Square Garden.
Which is basically the Madison Square Garden of the South.
Of Florida, yeah.
Six Flags Great Adventure was the second most popular.
Is that Jersey? No,
I have no idea.
No, that's Great Adventure is St. Louis, I think. So.
You could keep throwing out cities and I would know.
I'm just going to say things, yeah.
All right. So Doritos is a contraction of the Spanish Doradito, which means little golden things. And the chip was introduced at the ironically named Casa de Fritos at Disneyland in the early 1960s.
Yes.
So Disney.
Yes.
Wild.
Yeah, when in doubt.
When in doubt. But they obviously must have spun it out. So I don't know if they're still making money from Doritos or not. But
I mean, I also would have guessed like Buffalo.
Buffalo could be a safe guess.
Just Buffalo. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. So.
All right, so this is it. We're through three quarters.
Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah, almost there. So let's take a look at where we're at for some scores. We'll start again with the player rankings, the individual player rankings.
Upright dog in first. Victoria's moved up. Well done, Victoria. Dane's maintained third, and Sarah's in fourth. I'm So Sweaty is now in 19. Well done there.
Well done. I want to point out that Victoria, who's in the second slot,
Yep.
15 for 15.
Woo!
So new that Doritos came from Disneyland.
Yeah, that's
suspicious.
That is a life fact. I'm not sure if you want to admit. So, let's see
I
here.
love
What
it.
else?
I love it. Slice and dice at number 71.
Good old potato pants in 48. So,
All right. How about some
yeah, let's see how
team
our
rankings
teams
then?
are doing here. Yeah. So we're gonna click over to here. And Rockingham still in first, from
All
the
right.
barrel in second. Great North.
Great North
back into third.
So I want to point out right now, we have an absolute battle for first and second, and we have an absolute battle for third and fourth. Absolute battle.
Yes.
So it's time. This is where I tell everybody it's time to get dialed in.
Yes.
Just time to focus.
Go ahead and put your potato pants on.
Fourth quarter.
Focus up.
That's right. That's right. It's time. This is where heroes are made and zeros are laughed at. Just right now.
Yes.
Yes. So do you want to be laughed at, or do you want a statue out front?
Is that even an option?
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
Okay, I look
There's a
forward.
trophy on the line.
There's a trophy here.
There's a
Why
trophy.
would there not be a statue outside from the barrel?
Yeah.
That
Can you
is-
imagine?
Yes, I can.
I
because,
actually
I
can,
think
too,
there is
yeah.
a statue out there. It's like a frightening. I think there's a watermelon for a head. So
All right, so let's kick over. We got our final 5 questions. Again, dial in. Be a hero, not a zero. This is it. This is what I'm talking.
Here we
Question
go.
16. What infamous beach was host to the first MTV Spring Break in 1986?
yes, MTV.
Was it Cocoa
1986.
Beach, Daytona Beach, Fort Lauderdale, or South Beach?
This is where Dan Cortez got his
Stop it. For real?
Got his founding. This is where he got his sea legs at.
Was Dan Cortez really a 1986 Spring Break person?
He was at the house. He was dancing out front. They gave him a mic, and he was like, "Hey, this is Dan Cortez. Throw me a football."
I don't believe you.
And well, I mean, we'll never know. There's literally no records of this except for all of MTV Spring Break 1986. So I really hope that's true.
So apparently, this started in 1986, MTV Spring Break.
Sure.
It ended in 2014.
That is way longer.
So
than
it's
it should have gone on
not
for.
been a thing for 7 years.
The
So
fact that it hasn't been for 7 years
Yeah.
is frightening.
all right.
It's up there with the fact that there was like 3 Woodstocks.
So few people thought it was Cocoa Beach, and that's probably a smart assumption.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say Cocoa Beach is an infamous beach.
No.
I would say it's really a Daytona versus Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's
Like-
interesting because I feel like Dan Cortez is definitely a Fort Lauderdale kind of guy.
Right, I would agree.
But
But that means
But-
that Daytona is the correct answer.
it does because when you're in Fort Lauderdale, you go to Daytona to party, and that's like where Dan Cortez probably went. So
It makes me wonder, did MTV ever go to South Beach? Did they ever go to Fort Lauderdale? Like, I don't know these answers.
I don't know. I mean, I just assume that. Did they ever go to the Panhandle?
It's well documented. I think it's well documented for me that I didn't grow up with MTV because my town didn't have it in their cable package. So I don't know these things. All right, question 17. In what ballpark would you find Pesky's pole, which is just 302 feet from home plate and is the shortest outfield foul pole in the league? Our options are Yankee Stadium, Oracle Park, Fenway Park, or AT&T Park.
Fun fact: that's also a nickname for Dan Cortez for things.
Pesky pole. Interesting. Did you see the Molly Shannon interview on Stern?
I did not,
Where
no.
she talks about being harassed by Gary Coleman.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and he wouldn't let go of her leg, and then when she went to hide in a bathroom stall, he was peeking through. He was hands.
that's,
Yeah,
super
it
creepy.
was super creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were a lot of people.
Yeah.
By the way, I think.
And then Dan Cortez came.
And then
to
Dan
rescue,
Cortez
so
came to
he's-
rescue her. I do want to point out that I think we might be in New England because if you look at the.
All right, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Ish.
Are we ish? The stream's not back.
Yeah, we're back over there.
Oh yeah, we're back. Oh, all right.
All right, hey everybody. Sorry.
Hey, if anybody knows anyone at Comcast, tell them to cut it out.
All right, let's go.
All right, yeah. So pesky poll, 100%. Woohoo!
Good job,
All
everybody.
right, moving on.
Dan
Question
Cortez,
8. Question 18. Will we have internet? What leisure game is played by the snobby popular trio of Heathers in the 1989 pitch black comedy classic Heathers? Is it bocce, croquet, horseshoes, or badminton?
So there was a very short-lived TV series called Heathers that was based on this.
Okay.
It took place in like the 2000s.
Okay.
Pretty much the exact same thing, just 2000s.
My question though is like pitch black. Is it like really that dark?
Have you
Did they
not-
go
have you not
pitch?
seen it?
No,
Well, I mean, it involves murdering Heathers.
no, I know, but why is it not just like the dark comedy?
Oh, I don't
Why
know
is
that.
it pitch
Yeah.
black? Like that seems excessive.
I mean, like Heathers. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
The three Heathers and their differently named friend Veronica are quite fond of the game croquet in the 1989 dark comedy Heathers. So croquet is, so they say dark here,
there, yeah.
but
Interesting.
pitch black in the other one. So it
Yeah,
seems
I got
a little weird.
nothing there. Yeah.
But yeah, croquet. So 90%, 65% of people knew that one. A lot of Heathers fans here. No one thought horseshoes.
Not a
No
one.
one thought
Not a
horseshoes.
One. No.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Question 19. What Olivia Rodrigo song won the Grammy for Best Solo Performance? Was it Driver's License, Good For You, Traitor, or Brutal? Mike, I know you know this one.
I do actually, but
Okay.
not because of any good reason.
Not because of...
No.
I could describe a lot of the right answers tonight.
Yeah. So I saw someone posted something essentially along the lines of, it's hard to take Olivia Rodrigo seriously because anytime you see her, it looks like she's dressed as a member of the Rent extras. So,
Okay. So we're looking for what Olivia Rodrigo song won the Grammy for Best Pop Solo Performance? Was it Driver's License, Good For You, Traitor, or Brutal? Are we done with the timer? We are. So I was actually shocked that not more people guessed Driver's License because for me, it's the only Olivia Rodrigo song I know.
I'm not even sure if I know that one.
Okay.
So
But the 45 people who guessed it right.
that's good. That's great.
So maybe it wasn't a guess.
It could be, yeah. I mean, I only know her from High School, the Musical, the series. So
Is she in that?
she is.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Which is surprisingly really
But she
good.
also won Best New Artist and Best Pop Vocal Album for her album Sour.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Super weird.
Super weird. All right, our final question of the night as we sort of rush to avoid additional technical difficulties is which actor has appeared in all but one of Wes Anderson's feature films? Is it Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, or Adrian Brody?
I had to think about this one because I mean, obviously, there's one in here which is just a given, right?
Well, you think.
like it's just a given of being in all of them,
Right.
And then the other ones you have to kind of stop and think about is like, have they been in more than one film? And then you realize like one of them is like, has he been in a film?
Right.
And so
But it's like all but one. So you're like, oh, all right. And then you start like, okay. You start thinking about it. When I worked in ed tech, one of the schools that was we worked with was the place where this was Wes Anderson's first movie was supposed to have taken place.
yeah,
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. They sort of like didn't completely shove it off, but it was they
Yeah.
like didn't take credit for it either. All right. So which actor has appeared in all but one of Wes Anderson's feature films? Kind of a lot, pretty even scoring here if you want to
Yeah,
take a peek.
yeah.
So everybody got a vote. Even Adrian Brody, who I think is Mike had to think about if they'd actually been in a Wes Anderson movie. But it is in fact the one and only William Murray, who has been in all but one, and that one was the very first one, which was Bottle Rocket,
Okay.
and that was the one that was supposed to have been filmed there. So, yep. So yeah, Bottle Rocket was the one. Congratulations to the 31 people who got that one right. And now we move on
yeah. So let's go take a look at some final scores for individuals.
for individuals, and then we'll see who in fact gets the Cuvée de Prestige trophy.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
And we have prizes.
I don't know. I'm not the one to look at for that.
We probably have prizes for individuals.
Yes.
We have
There is likely prizes for the top 3 teams. How about that?
Yes.
Yes.
For the top individuals.
Individuals.
Pair of tickets to the Brewers Fest.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right. That's right.
Winning.
Yeah.
That's right.
For the
So-
Summer's Brewer Fest, right?
That's right.
Oh.
So if you are watching, you probably have seen that there is the summer Brewers Association beer festival. There will be a pair of tickets for the winning individual.
That's right.
For this. So congrats to them, and then
And there will be additional prizes from the breweries for the other teams.
Yep.
But yeah, and then of course for the winning brewery there will be the trophy.
the trophy, which
trophy.
is clearly the real prize.
It is that and bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
Correct.
Yeah. So you'll be holding on to this for a whole year until we do this again, and That's about it, really.
Okay,
So,
fair
all
enough.
right, let's take a look at who.
So
individuals.
congratulations to Upright Dog on the
Well done.
first place win. Dane in second place. And Victoria, 20 for 20. 20 for 20 for Victoria, but still a third place finish. That was awesome. And a wonderful human by the name of Matt finished in fourth place. I'm just giving kudos to that person because it's the best possible name you could come up with. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2. Do we know who Victoria is?
That's,
20 out of 20. That's freaking epic.
Victoria, I believe, is over at From the Barrel.
From the barrel. Okay.
So-
All right. Fair enough. That's really good. That's awesome.
What's that?
So
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Upright Dog, Dane in second, and Victoria in third. Wonderful, and very actually tight scores too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Let's kick over to for the breweries, Mike.
Let's see who goes home with the chateau.
Oh boy, there may be a trophy. There may be a statue going up.
Uh-oh.
There may be a statue
Where's
going
this trophy going, Matt? Where's this trophy going?
up. It is going to Rockingham. Great North in second place. The tap room explodes here at Great North with a second place finish. From the Barrel in third. Daydreaming in fourth. Copper Pig in fifth. And Two Share in sixth. By the way, the top 4 teams were really battling out. And second, third, and fourth place were only separated by about 65 points, which is wild.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
it's awesome.
So well done. Congratulations to
Yes,
all.
congratulations to Rockingham. Mike will be down with the trophy. It'll go on display. I imagine it may even be. The
be as
color
early
may
as-
change.
could
What
be
goes
as early as
inside of
this
it may
weekend.
change.
Let's step back
But
here
yes.
a second here.
Should I move the microphone a little bit?
Microphone's good. Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
fair enough. So again, thank you to everybody for suffering through the technical challenge with us tonight. That was certainly not intended.
Not intended.
Not
That's not how we
intended at all.
play. So
But,
Copper Pig, come back again next time.
Yeah,
So.
Copper Pig, Daydreaming. We guys promised this is not normal, but we're thankful you all stuck with it for us. Congratulations again to Rockingham on the win and the trophy, and happy New Hampshire Craft Beer Week to everyone. And again, as I think was mentioned with the tickets, and coming up this summer is the Brewers Fest, which is going to be it's in Concord, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, at the Everett Arena.
Everett Arena in
A lot of
Concord.
breweries, a lot of fun.
Yep.
Just good times overall. So
Looking
first time in
forward to it.
3 years.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It's back again. Thanks again. So,
right.
thank you again for joining. Again, I'm Matt. That is Mike, the Masked Wonder tonight.
Yep.
And again, we're very excited for joining us. And thanks again for suffering through some of the challenges with us.
Take care, all.
Have a good night.